previously on Dance Academy.
Well, it was kind of a mess, wasn't it? I'm gonna need a minute to shake that one out of my head.
I don't think Saskia's going to mark me fairly.
I asked Saskia to be tough on you, to push you. And she says you'd be more focused on boyfriends than her class.
I kissed my best friend's ex-boyfriend. So it kind of seems like the right time to get away. I am moving to Paris to be a dancer in the Moulin Rouge.
Wow, that's
amazing, I guess.
Sometimes, even now, I feel like such a country girl. The idea of living overseas in a place where they don't speak English is mind-bending.
bonjour! Would Madame care to drool on some croissants?
Oh, I can't believe this is going to be my everyday breakfast.
Stop it. It's hard enough not having you at the Academy. I'm incapable of an ocean of distance.
Oh, fear not, little one. You still have 2 weeks to adore me.
It's possible, if I work hard enough. A few years here in the company, then a residency as a guest artist somewhere incredible in Europe. But even knowing that's at stake, I'll still space out in class, get distracted by my friends, by boys, by life. I think that's called self-sabotage.
Wow, sweetie. If your prelude solo's that boring, imagine if I'd let you do the red shoes. Remember, we don't want the prejudges slipping into a coma. Abigail, wake me up.
Fun times.
Oh, I love that intro. Totally suits you. Gorgeous.
I cannot stress enough how unprecedented this is. Normally, when a student fails their exams...
Yeah, they're kicked out. I know. And thank you for arranging me a tutor. You are a benevolent god, Miss Rain.
Oliver?
1 second.
That's looking really...
It's rubbish. You my protege?
Sammy Lieberman. I was blown away when you did the Nutcracker Prince. Props, man.
Oliver topped second year last year. Do you think there's anything you can teach him?
Well, I've been studying your technique, miss. Walk back and forth, yell, repeat. Can't wait to get started.
I don't want to be let down by either of you.
You have no idea how much I appreciate this. So I've come up with a suggested training schedule.
First thing to address is diet. So we're both going to need a Works burger from the blue place on the corner.
Seriously.
Who's the sensei here?
Wax on, wax off. Gotcha.
Boys, but this is as far as you go. I'm not bringing an entourage to my first day of rehearsal.
Why are you rehearsing here anyway?
Because half our dancers are Australian. We rehearse them here and then we ship them over. And you are?
Oh, sorry, April. Academy students. They begged me for a field trip.
Ah.
We'll be like ninjas, quiet, and you won't see us.
Au revoir. I'll see you in there.
This is mine, see? That is my name.
I thought the skirts would be shorter.
Cats, go!
I thought you were going to be ninjas.
Kat, that was on 3. 3, April, I'll get faster.
Marilyn, meet Tara. She's going to co-parent.
Saskia's right. Prelude is the most boring solo choice imaginable.
Mummy, Tara wants to do the red shoes, doesn't she, Marilyn?
I used to watch the video when I was little. It means something to me.
Well, couldn't Lucy veto Saskia's veto?
Miss Rain already thinks I'm the girl who cried victimization. It'd be different if she saw how Saskia treats me in class, but...
Saskia's pretty good at turning on the nice when she needs to.
Exactly. No one is ever going to believe me.
How's that looking? I always have trouble with that first beat.
Yeah, great. You should be very proud.
Man, we've only been here half an hour. I thought we're gonna...
Baby steps, protege. I don't want you going too fast too soon. That's when injuries happen.
Wait, did you even look at that schedule I gave you?
Yeah, we're not going to do that.
Talia's got this banker boyfriend, and her place is unbelievable. We're all going to share a taxi over.
Kat!
Hi!
How do you think you went today?
Oh, I'm terrible at these questions. It felt slightly better towards the end.
Okay, tomorrow is massive and you need to have that curry down. So I'm suggesting an early night.
Oh, no, absolutely. I think my body would thank me if I went to bed early.
Perfect.
Night.
Ignore her. She says it after every rehearsal. Seriously, Paris is a party town, and physical fitness comes second to social stamina. We'll get your muscles straight into a jacuzzi.
I'll be back in a sec. You're still here? What happened to the bed star?
Pre-freak out. Realised you couldn't handle the day without training.
Huh.
What are you doing now?
Girls' bonding session.
Right. All right, well, thanks for letting me hang out today.
Quality time.
We're good now, right?
Mm-hmm, yep. We're tight. Like glue.
Is this the right size memory stick? I really do not think that this is a right size plug-in.
Deep breaths. All you have to do is get her in an abusive frame of mind.
Guys, I asked you to watch, so someone has to watch.
You're not getting your first beat?
I knew it. Miss Rain's pitched this guy as my personal saviour, and he couldn't care less.
Look, it could just be a rumour, but I heard that he got kicked off the third year tour. Major director clash or something.
Brilliant. And now my entire future hangs in his hands. What are you guys doing anyway?
Good to go.
You kids should really get out more.
Sammy and I aren't actually here.
Deja vu.
I've been working really hard on it in my spare time, and all I want is just one chance to change your mind.
Thrill me.
What do you think?
Everything I said last time still holds. Sweetie, I know you want this to work, but it just doesn't.
I need more than that. The other teachers, they give really specific notes, but you often don't. I mean, I know you haven't been teaching long.
Oh, so you're questioning my experience?
No, I'm trying to understand you better.
All right. So what made you pick red shoes?
Well, at first I was inspired by your version. But I also connect with the story.
Do you? And what are you trying to convey?
Victoria's pain, finding the love of her life and then choosing dance. In the end, performing while grieving.
So you've experienced grief and heartbreak?
Yes.
No, you haven't. You're a child. All I see is a silly kid flouncing around, yet you're arrogant enough to think that you're an artist. I'm worried about you, Tara, because there are so many girls here that are more talented than you. What's going to happen at the end of third year when you don't get a contract with the company? When you don't get a contract anywhere? I know this is your pretty little dream, but...
Say it.
You're never going to make it. You're not good enough. You never will be. You haven't. You're a child. All I see is a silly kid flouncing around.
So sure.
This is like one of those celeb-style meltdowns. We should put it online.
Oh, no. This was just for Miss Rain to watch. If Saskia saw that I'd set her up, I'd get kicked out.
A, you can claim WikiLeaks did it, and B, after people see this, you won't be the one getting kicked out.
Well, you don't get a contract anyway.
I should call Kat.
You need to wean yourself off that. She is not going to be able to help you from Paris. Look, ballet teachers get away with this all the time because they have the power and we have none. Don't you think it's time we took it back?
You're not good enough. And you never will be. You're a child. All I see is a silly kid flouncing around. Yet you have the arrogance to think that you're a goddess. I'm worried about you.
There's a comment here from a dancer in Finland. You've gone viral.
Girl after my own heart. Solid gold.
I've got to talk to Miss Wren before this gets out of control.
No, wait until she comes to you and then pretend you haven't seen it. If you go to her now, you're just incriminating yourself.
The camera really is unforgiving. I'd invest in some concealer before making the sequel.
We don't know what you're talking about.
See, I'm already incriminated. I'm the one in the video.
Wait, is it going to be my turn next, or...? Nope. Still you. I heard you got kicked off the third-year tour.
I told Humphreys where to stick his Stone Age choreography. I should be ducks in my year again, but they punished me for having an opinion and vocal cords.
Which means I'm what, community service? You tutor me, you go back on tour.
That's about it.
Yes, see, I don't know what Miss Rain's going to think about that when I request a tutor.
Protege, where do you think you're going?
It's a shame, because third-year tour's pretty make it or break it, isn't it? But then again, so are my exams, and my needs aren't being met.
Dude, look at me. Look at you. You really want to be making threats?
We'll start from the top, so I hope you're all warmed up. Kat, I think you're going to have to spend your first paycheck on a watch.
I know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Your skirt's on backwards.
How are you so perky?
Practice. And caffeine.
Oh.
Are we keeping you ladies?
No.
Tara, I was going to come find you. Yesterday, the specialist told me that I'm not healing right. And I didn't take it so well.
That's understandable.
And I think that you copped the brunt of it. I shouldn't have gone so far in our session.
Oh, right.
It'd be great if we could keep that between us.
Uh-huh.
And I'll get your lace sulfites looking decent, okay? It's a promise.
She hasn't seen it yet.
Sammy, getting in touch with your feminine side.
I just need a bit of extra class time, that's all. Your week's looking about as good as mine.
You saw it? Thoughts?
You don't need a second opinion.
You set her up, T. I get that it's hard to stand up for yourself. I really get that,
You
but...
know, I forgot that with Kat gone, you're still here. I'm gonna go tell Miss Rain that it was me.
Tara, I believe we need to have a talk. Right. Take 5, everyone. Kat, can I see you for a second?
Hey, if you shout me a latte, I will worship you for the rest of eternity. Well, I thought that was pretty good for a second rehearsal. And check this out. S'il vous plaît, ne pas uriner dans la rue.
What, please do not urinate on the street. Essential. Take a seat. Kat, I know you're young, but there are standards of professionalism that we expect from all of our dancers.
I know. I'm sorry. I won't be late again. Scout's honour.
You also brought your boyfriends to your first rehearsal, and then you partied last night after my specific request.
I think I've been a little bit overexcited.
Unfortunately, we can't take you to Paris this time.
Why? Where am I going?
We're letting you go. You're a borderline choice, and I just hope that you would show enough maturity. You are really talented, Kat, but you're just not ready for this contract. Okay, in a few years with, some more training and experience, who knows? But we should stay in touch.
Do you know how I found out about this? A board member rang me wanting to know if the students were waging a war against the teachers. I had no idea what she was talking about. You didn't just maliciously attack Saskia. You attacked the school.
But I didn't mean to. I just wanted you to know how
What I don't understand is when you got so thin-skinned. This is a competitive environment. All the teachers are tough. I'm tough on you.
Yeah, but when you're tough on me, I know why. I don't always like it, but it's to make me a better dancer. With Saskia, that's not the reason.
You work pretty hard on your own stuff.
Have to. No one's around giving me breaks.
Right. Life is so hard for you. You know the reason I failed? I thought it was because my dad stopped paying my fees and I had to work all these extra shifts, but maybe I just wasn't good enough.
Thanks for sharing.
And you kind of like him, my dad. You think you know it all, and that can intimidate me because I don't. I mean, I look at things from 35 different angles and I doubt myself. And I failed. But unlike you, I'm not blaming the world for that. You think you got kicked off the 30 tour for having an opinion? Mate, you got kicked off for being a douchebag.
You've been practicing this argument, haven't you?
I told you, I'm motivated.
How about we take your ballet from embarrassing to competent? Entre trustees.
You don't want to eat anything first or write a status update?
I'm thinking Ollie should be less of a tool.
I have always wondered why places that I thought were mine. Take me, take me, take me.
Hey, I've been workshopping how to fit into a suitcase so I can stow away to Paris. Look.
Looks cramped.
Looks better with an actual suitcase. Hang on a sec.
A lot of people are going to miss you, know that?
Doubtful. I was a tiny bit late and April told me that I'm not professional enough to keep my contract.
No, that's crap. You wouldn't want to work with someone like that.
No, actually, she's really great. She knows what she's talking about. How did I do this? I had an amazing opportunity and kapow! The cat effect strikes again. Sorry, I'm so sick of screwing everything up.
Saskia, Tara and I have had a long talk and she knows how wrongly she acted.
I shouldn't have done that to you, Saskia. It was cowardly.
I had no idea you were so sensitive. I've only ever tried to help you.
Then I can trust that both of you will be able to put this behind you?
Absolutely.
Yes, Miss
It's
Rain.
already forgotten. Good.
Miss Rain, I'd very much like to dance the Red Shoes in the Prix, if that's okay with you.
From what I saw, it looks promising.
Well, guess we better get started, if that's okay with you.
Before I came here, my old ballet teacher warned me not to get caught up in the politics of this place. Because it's the worst form of self-sabotage. I don't know why I do it. Why I mess up what I want the most. I need to learn how to be brave. To stand up and say what I want. Even if it's just admitting it to myself.
Come in.
Because that's the only way I'm ever going to get it.
Katrina?